Esker Maghav, Kimarahashavula, how are you all today? I'm just back from the Shetland Folk Festival. What a wonderful time was had. I was playing there, and also we ran a showcase with the BBC Radio Scotland Young Traditional Musician Award winners, Ali Levac, Michael Biggins, Erin Ray, and the latest winner, Amy Lawrence, and it was really, really good. But back down to earth though, this Saturday, 6th of May, we have World Play a Strathspey Day, and it'd be great if you could take part. It's really easy. All you have to do is record yourself playing a Strathspey or share someone playing a Strathspey and use the hashtag World Play a Strathspey Day. And there's a theme this year. There's another event going on that day. I don't know if you know, on the 6th of May. And so the theme is Lords and Ladies and lots of different things. There's a massive part of Scottish traditional fiddle music and all our music that features Lords and Ladies, and there's lots of amazing tunes. So anyway, I look forward to hearing all of that. Now, if you would like to support the work of Hands Up for Trad, it would be great if you could, because every little bit helps. If you go to handsupfortrad.co.uk, you'll see an orange square on the right. It's really catchy, and as I say, every little bit helps. It's fantastic. It enables us to carry on doing wee things like the Hands Up for Trad Hands Up for Trad afternoon show, where we get to chat to loads of great bands. And today, we are really lucky to have Ìmar in the studio today. So please give a big welcome to them. Hello, Adam, and hello, Tom.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, they got a cheer. Press the wrong button. How are you all doing today?
Good, yeah, very good, thanks.
Are you both in Glasgow today?
Who's going?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll go.
Both in Glasgow,
Both
yeah.
in Glasgow.
You go.
Just back from our album release tour, so we're just in recovery, I think.
Fantastic. Rehab. So, was it, Tom, was it 2013 that Ìmar started?
I think it was 2016, wasn't it?
I have no idea. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think it was 2000. I think we got together towards the end of 2015, and then 2016 was when we released, our first bit of music. Yeah.
And Adam, what brought the band together?
Well, we just kind of we used to play together in sessions around Glasgow. You know, we're from different parts of the world, so we're from Ireland, Isle of Man, Scotland, England, and we all live in Glasgow, and we were just hanging out together and thought it sounded quite good, so we thought we'd do something with it. It was kind of Tom Mosson and Ryan's sort of brainchild, and the two Adams kind of attached on later on, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's how it started.
Yeah, amazing. And the exciting news is you've just brought out a brand new album called Awakening. Oh, look at that. We've even got a bigger logo than that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at
There
that.
it is.
Tell us about the artwork, because I was looking at the previous two albums, Afterlight and Avalanche today. Is it the same artist?
It is, yeah. It's a fella. He's a Breton lad who lives on the Isle of Man, and he's called Bruno Carvelic, and he's an amazing artist, and I like the continuity with the covers. You know what I mean? I think they look nice together on the CD table.
And do you give him a brief? Because there's something, I know what you mean about the continuity. What were you asking for him to do in the first place?
With this one, I think we specified green, and we said we so it's definitely green. I mean, there we go. But we said we quite like him to be near the water, and the guy on the front is Ìmar, King Ìmar. That's who this guy is here. We actually found out recently that the guy that Bruno uses to kind of draw these images, he's actually a real guy. This guy with the long hair. He found us on Instagram and started following us, and he's actually a real guy. So there he is, Ìmar.
So, who is King Ìmar, Tom?
Tom.
He was a Norse Gael king from, I think he died in like, it was like 998 or something like that. But but kind of a Norse Gael who ruled over a lot of different places, including all the places that we're from, like Ireland, the Isle of Man, Scotland, etc.
Amazing. 998, that was a while ago.
Roti remembers it well. Yeah.
I got there first. I knew that was coming.
So the third album, Adam, did it take long to make?
Well, we kind of got together and spent quite a few days in Tom's flat, actually, right where he's sitting, and cobbled together some tunes. The guys had different tune ideas, and just basically spent a week writing the album. And then a couple of weeks later, we started going to the studio and making it. So it was pretty quick, actually. I mean, the thing with Ìmar is we all play in different bands, so the availability of the band is quite short sometimes. So we have to kind of fit it in when we can, So whenever we record this stuff, it usually is pretty tight. But we got it done.
So Tom, we've all heard the thing about the difficult third album. Was this an easy third album?
Actually, yeah. I think it was in a way because I think obviously not being able to do things for a few years, just like everyone, gave us a real kick up the arse to get on with it, but all of us had a lot of tunes that we'd written and tunes that we've been learning and stuff over that time, and also I think we've grown into this album. It's definitely my favorite one. Like I was always a fan of the first album we did because it was a bit raw and sort of captured that moment pretty well. And then with the second album we kind of tried to give it a bit more like oomph behind it or whatever, and it's great, but I like the more raw feel. And then this third one, I think, is a great mix between the two. It's it's got raw edges, so it's got plenty of life in it, but the production's really good and stuff like that. So I think it was we were worried about it, weren't we, Roti? Like at the start,
yeah.
I was like, oh no, I was like, oh god, this is going to be really, really difficult, and I wonder if this is going to sound good. But once it came together, it was rocking.
Yeah, it was great.
And Adam, do you write all the material yourself, or is it a mixture of your own tunes and traditional things?
So it's a mix. I think this album there's quite a few compositions from the lads. They all kind of come together. So Tom might have a tune, Ryan might have a tune, Martin might have a tune. Sometimes they write tunes together. We'll need like a reel in E or something, and the lads will just put their heads together and come up with something on the spot, which is quite good. But we do chuck in a couple of traditional ones here and there as well. But yeah, more compositions on this CD, I think. But we like to, I think, with the new stuff, we like it to be kind of have that traditional flair. Do you know what I mean? So it kind of fits in with the other stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, brilliant! Well, before we're going to have a look at the video from this first single. But just a quick, Tom Toy says hi, Tom and Adam.
Hi, Tom.
And also,
lovely. Hello.
And also Anne McCaskill said hello from a sunny-ish Dunvegan.
Very nice, very nice.
And if anyone else who's watching the show has got some funny stories about the band that they might not want to hear, please just write them in the chat. Anyway, let's look at the video. This is called The Stinger. rocking. Well done, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks very much, Simon.
Who made the video for you?
Sam Hurt did it. Sam is a great videographer. Who does a lot for trad stuff. You know Sam, sure, Simon. But I grew up with Sam. We went to school together in the Isle of Man.
Oh, I never knew that actually, because Sam won the trad video of the year last year at the Trad Awards. I'd never met him before, so it was nice to meet him, but I didn't know that. That's really good. Now, Adam, the one thing that's interesting me here is, what is this gold album at the back of you?
Oh, that. Oh, yeah, that's a couple of things me and Tom did a few years ago in Germany.
This little thing over here. Oh, stop it.
What? Tell us about it.
Well, myself and Tom used to play in Germany with a lad called Angelo Kelly and his family, and he's done various albums, and they do very well in Germany. So he's kind enough to send us gold discs whenever they do well, which is pretty cool. We get to put them on our
amazing.
wall.
Yeah, well, if you have any free. There's Meg Grant saying a great night with the band in Braemar on Saturday.
That was good crack, yeah. Braemar was good.
Well, I mean, that gets us into you've just come back from tour. How was it, and where did you go?
It was absolutely fantastic. Like had an amazing time with the lads. It was great fun. But we started off in Sheffield. It was like Thursday a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Thursday before last, and and then we did 11 days straight until Edinburgh on Sunday, just there, and it was a great bit of fun. Unfortunately, Ryan couldn't make the first 4 gigs, and because he was up Kilimanjaro or something like that, and so we had a fella called Dara Murphy that came over to rattle out a bit of pipes with us and stuff like that, and it's a great bit of fun with Dara. But then Ryan came back as well. Ryan joined.
The return.
I remember a story about Leo McCann, the accordion player Leo McCann, and the flautist Brian Finnegan, and they were both out Mount Kilimanjaro way, but going in different directions, and they passed each other, and they just looked at each other, what? And then they spent the night, and they had lots of tunes and everything, and kind of amazing.
Lovely.
That's class.
Karen Stephen just said, fast music isn't always exciting, but that certainly was. Well, Karen knows a good set of tunes when she hears it, that's for sure. So yeah, that was a great tour. Is Ìmar busy over the summer? I know you've got lots of different bands to try and coordinate.
Yeah, we've got a few bits on. We're playing Sky Live next weekend, so that'll be good crack. Looking forward to that. I've not done that myself before, so looking forward to getting up there. A couple of things in Europe as well, Spain, various bits and pieces. Yeah, so the usual.
Always a nice trip to Spain in the heat with the beautiful food and
why not?
Everything. Yeah.
Twist my arm.
Yeah.
And will you be heading now? You're both from the Isle of Man. Will you be heading back there this summer? You play any of the festivals there?
No. Not this summer. No, we did last year with our other band Met Clear. Myself and Tom went over a few times. But this year I think they've had enough of us, so so not this summer. No, we'll probably go back for a bit of fun. Do you know what I mean? See the family and everything. But no, no gigs this time.
Can you tell us a little bit about the sort of the Isle of Man music scene and the culture, Tom?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I always think the Isle of Man reflects where it is in the Irish Sea really well. Like it's such a mix of Irish and Scottish influences, and of course we have the language there on the Isle of Man as well, which is also the link between Irish Gaelic and Scottish Gaelic, which is great. So culturally, it's got very, very close links to and historically to to Ireland and Scotland in particular because of the sea and because they were Gaels. But the Isle of Man's been colonised so hard that this is what you sound like when you're from there, and or roughly anyway, and there's been a lot of Anglo-centricity there since the last few hundred years really, and but it's a great place. I mean, I always have a joke in the gigs that we do. It's like I say, it's a beautiful place, but politically, it's somewhere between Boris Johnson and Kim Jong Un. I always say, and that's just a little joke, or is it? I don't know. But the music is great there. There's loads of great players. The language is great. There's so many people there working really, really hard to keep it alive, to grow it, against all odds, basically.
That's amazing. And Adam, are the schools teaching Manx?
They are. I mean, when I was a kid many moons ago, they started introducing Manx in school, and we learned the kind of basic stuff. Do you know what I mean? I think we learned how to say there's a spider on the chair and count to 10 and various things. But now they've got a Manx medium school that they teach all the lessons in Manx Gaelic. And Tom's sisters and some friends of ours kind of grew up there and went through that. Now it's a very popular school. Loads of my mates have kids there as well, so it's great, fantastic little school.
That's absolutely amazing. I mean, you always, when you look at how the young ones do well at the Glasgow Gaelic School and the other ones, it's obviously great for education. I wish I had something like that growing up.
Yeah,
totally. Me too.
I was too old. Both my sisters got to go, as Adam said, but I was a bit too old to go, which was a real shame. I really regret the fact that I didn't have the opportunity to do that. But it's amazing that they have that now.
And is there any way that people can check out Manx and the language? Is it on Duolingo at all, do you know?
It is, yeah.
Is it?
I think so.
Didn't know that.
Or there's definitely an app anyway.
There's definitely an app.
There's loads of resources online and stuff like that. If you just search Manx language, and there's loads of stuff out there.
That's amazing. Well, let's have a quick another look at this fabulous album cover again. I just love the text and the. I've just noticed in this picture I've got, it's not got the album title on it, and it's actually different. Yeah. So we'll move that.
I think, tree on it, has it?
Yeah, I think that's the single, but it's close enough. It's sort of the same, isn't it? Yeah, it's like zoomed in or something. I don't know.
Yeah, totally. And are you going to release more singles from the album? Do you know yet?
I don't know.
And what about videos? Actually, I mean, your videos, because we're going in a minute, we're going to finish up by watching a video from, I think it's from Avalanche, and it's with the brilliant dancers. Are you going to go down that route again at all?
Well, I mean, it's I think eventually we'll do another video and stuff. But with Ìmar, we tend to focus on, and I've done a lot of sort of informal videos. You know what I mean? If you're jumping about in the street and acting like fools, rattling a couple of tunes out. But it's funny because they always do so much better than anything you spend thousands of pounds on making. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what people want to see. They want to see a bit of honesty, don't they? And a bit of real life stuff. Yeah. It's like reality TV or something.
I think that's actually a really good point, Tom. Actually, I think people should go and find the Ìmar TikTok and the Reels, everything, because they really are great. Thousands of views, and when you head to Father Ted's, to Craggy Island, and all these things, there's loads of them, and it's even brilliant just trying to see Mawson trying to stand and play the concertina and not look like he needs a toilet.
Yeah. Well, that's to be fair, that's just because he actually does need the toilet. You know what I mean? But Mawson's great at this stuff. Like Mawson's got a real flair for PR stuff and things like that, and promoting things, and he's got a real talent for it. And so we'll be cutting around in the van somewhere, in the middle of the tour, and we'll be hungover, and just trying to get to the next gig, and he'll be like, right, let's pull over by the side of the road in the piss and rain and get the instruments out and film a video. And Kevin O'Neill, the sound engineer, was like, oh, for God's sake, not this again, and all the rest of it. And then and we all absolutely hate having to do it, but and then when we eventually do it, and it always goes great, you know what I mean? And that's down to Moss and sort of drive to get that stuff done. You know what I mean?
I mean, I totally agree. He's wonderful at it, and you see the success he's having with Talisk doing the same thing. They're doing a great job there. I loved the American, or was it the Canadian tour videos they were doing in Alaska and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, no, he's good. He's a great guy as well, Boston. Actually, he's very kind.
Yeah.
So just before we go, Adam, actually, you tell us who the band members are, because you're only two of them.
Okay, so we've got Ryan Murphy on uilleann pipes and flute and whistles. We've got Moss and Amini on concertina. We've got Adam Brown on guitar and baron, and we've got myself and Tom on bouzouki and fiddle. Occasionally Kevin O'Neill doing the sound.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, the great Kevin O'Neill, obviously a brilliant concertina and flautist himself.
Well, Adam Brown always says Kevin O'Neill and his band, Ìmar. Because he's the most decorated. Everyone, it's always in the bios and stuff. Oh, All Ireland, blah 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 blah, blah winners and all the rest of it. Kev's got the most titles out of anyone in the band at all. You know what I mean? And it's like it says in the bio, it's like 27,000 All Ireland titles that we've got. Well, me and Mosson don't have any, and Kevin O'Neill. To be fair, Adam Brown's got about 400, but Kevin O'Neill's got about 1 million of them.
Right, well, anyway, to finish off, we are going to watch a clip from Deep Blue from your album Avalanche. Who were the dancers, Adam?
So we had, Lauren was dancing. What was the guy called? My brain's gone completely blank, Tom.
Gainey.
David Gainey.
David Gainey.
Lauren and David.
Oh,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They're wonderful dancers. David Gainey, I saw him a lot over the lockdown. Amazing.
Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah, they're both absolutely fantastic, to be honest. They're really, really good dancers, and we were really chuffed to have them over. Yeah, serious stuff. And they kind of came up with all that stuff themselves. We kind of went into this video not knowing what they were going to do, and then all of a sudden it was like, wow, this is great. So fair play.
And is it another Sam Hurt video?
It is indeed.
It is.
Absolutely wonderful. Well, thanks very much, guys. Let's have a wee swatch.